That was
Let me pull up the spot. J1.
Maybe so little there. There we go.
Hello.
Hello, Angie Reno. Hello, Christy Kincaid Norris accused me of jipping the listener. Hello, Albertix. She said I jipped the listener. Hello, April. Elizabeth. Hola, Caroline Baez.
How'd you do that?
Because we haven't been doing lives. Good grief.
Yeah,
I can't even keep up with everybody coming into the auditorium. Hello, Linda Wynn, our Central Market shopping buddy. Ran into Linda over at Central Market. Yes, we did. Hello, Deanna. Hello, Anatool. Pumable. Hello, Kara. Hello, Katie Kreller. Justin, hello. Haven't seen you in a while. Hello, Renda. Hello, Michelle. Hello, Adri. Hello, Mandy. Oh, Mandy. Hello, Deanna. Veronica. Okay. All right. Hello, Tiffany Tippin. Hello, Sarah Davis. Everybody filing in, quietly taking their seats. Yes. Hey, Kara. Yeah, we got that invite. We sure did.
Is that the wedding invite?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good.
Kara's daughter.
Okay.
Hello, Andrea.
Mystery solved.
Very, very.
Like, how do we know these people that are inviting us to the wedding? We weren't really sure.
Hello, Yana. Stronger and wiser. Hello, Hana, beautiful people, Herb. What about my shirt, Angie? What am I, chopped liver?
Ah, there's a story behind it. Trying to roll up the sleeves to make it look a little bit more fashion forward.
Looks more
as I am.
It looks more 80s when you do that.
Well, I like it better than just if I don't roll it up, it looks mannish.
You showing us your big pythons? Your big guns?
No, I'm a bit frustrated. I've been doing I've been doing really good the past couple weeks with a couple of glitches here and there. I guess menopause has just shot my metabolism to hell. I don't know. It's been tough. I'm working on it. I'm going to dye my roots after the show tonight.
There you go. Smash that like button. We're about to get started.
Who are smashing like buttons?
Our listeners.
Oh, did somebody smash a like button?
They're smashing. You just
said that. Oh, that's nice.
They're smashing.
I can't see.
Hello, Elizabeth. 18 pounds. That's awesome. That's great. Oh, sorry, Katie. Katie had a fur baby that passed. So she's
so sorry.
She's asking for prayers for her last Thursday, she said. That's not good.
It's a pain that runs deep. I still miss George. And it's been, let's see, this June will be 4 years. Yeah.
Who's your monkey face man?
My monkey face boy. Why are you calling him man?
I can't remember what you used to say.
My monkey face boy.
Monkey face boy. All right, guys. What do y'all think? Y'all ready to get started?
Alan's in control.
Yes, I am. Yeah. I only had a gallon and a half of water today.
I've had a gallon.
I'm going to have to get up and pee during this thing.
Please don't.
All right, give me something.
Testing 1 2 2 2 2 1 2. Did you ever look back to hear where the glitches were? You never did you?
No.
You said
Willie?
You asked her for where they were.
I think it's because of the transfer. I'll try something different this time. Willie Strucker, please pick up the red courtesy phone. Willie Strucker, please pick up the red courtesy phone. Quickly.
Welcome to another episode of A Sandwich and Some Lovin' podcast. I'm Kellie Rasberry Evans. Should I even really bother being here tonight? You'll find out soon enough. But this is my husband and co-host and partner in podcast crime, Alan Evans.
Hey, Trade in the house. Are you going to gyp the listener? What's going on?
I'm not going to gyp the listener, but I know this whole podcast is going to be about last podcast, and I'm going to have to sit here and listen to it the entire time. I could just get up. I could get up and go make me a sandwich and come back. And you still
go make me a sandwich.
Yeah,
that's what you ought to be doing.
I said, make me a sandwich.
No, go make me one.
Me.
Go make me a turkey.
You had supper. I haven't yet.
Well, you're going to make me a turkey sandwich.
So last week, if you missed last week's podcast, tonight's podcast isn't going to make a lot of sense to you. So you might want to go back. But Alan decided to break down themes of heavy metal. Was it heavy metal?
Heavy metal versus country music.
Country music.
Compare and contrast.
Right. But when I pressed him, in school, when you have to do compare and contrast papers, it's not enough just to say, well, it's different. You have to give examples. And he failed to come forward with those. So he sicked the podcast listeners on it in a promise of a hat.
Yes.
And now y'all don't even know what I've had to listen to for the past few days. So I've already heard this all, but this is going to be the Alan Gloating podcast, even though I still beg to differ on a lot of these, what are considered common themes in country music.
Well, we'll get into that. All I got to say is the listener came through for me so hard and so good. My inbox was inundated.
Good, because they all wanted a free hat.
Well,
you going to announce who got the free hat?
Yeah, I am. We'll get to that. I'm going to do a marketing promotion.
We'll get to all of that.
So we'll get to that. We may do a little botany lesson as well, just for grits and shiggles. I may do a little botany lesson.
Okay.
I was on the Black Planter podcast.
I heard it. I heard the episode. I've been invited to go on the Black Planter. Al
texted me today, and he texted me a picture of his, I guess his bushes out front.
Mm-hmm.
He's real sad looking, just spindly looking. The freeze got him.
Yeah.
And there's literally, babe, there's like 2 leaves coming off of it. And Al says, look, they're coming back.
Be saved.
Yeah, look, they're coming back. And they look like waxleaf ligustrums to me. So I responded, waxleaf ligustrum? And he just crickets. And then he texts back about an hour later, if you say so. Come on, man. He's the Black Planter.
Well, he's learning as he goes. And he wants me to go on the Black Planter to give love letters to Kellie advice. So we're having all this cross-pollination of podcasts. Apparently somebody he's co-hosting the podcast with, I think they rotate in and out, is having love issues.
Eve.
Is that who it is? Maybe it's the same girl. I don't know. But apparently she's having issues and she won't listen to Al. And I said, look,
my man,
sometimes men and women alike, they don't want you to solve their problems. They love having problems because that's their identity, to be in a state of angst and turmoil. And, as long as everything's wrong, there's no... I think that's really a fear of commitment, really, when it boils down to it. Plus, you get attention. So sometimes people don't want an answer. They act like they do, but they don't. They just want to talk about it. Because how many times have you given the same advice to somebody time and time again, and they don't take it?
Oh, I can. With you, hundreds, thousands.
That's because it's not good advice. I take good advice.
Clap that. And speaking of, that's a good segue. I have a clapback, your favorite bit from one Kellie Rasberry Evans. She gave the kid the raspberry elbow on the top of his head. It was subtle, but when I thought about it, I thought, yeah, we need to put this in the phone, and this needs to be discussed.
Okay,
this needs to be discussed.
That's fine.
Hey, speaking of, I'm not trying to get us off track, but remember we were talking about. We were talking about IVF or something a few podcasts ago.
Yes.
And somebody was telling us that, they were joking. I think it was our live studio audience was saying we should adopt, or maybe somebody could be a surrogate or something.
For us?
Yes. Well, I had a listener who shall remain nameless. She said she'd be a surrogate.
Laura?
Laura? Laura who? No. No. I don't
That's the first one that came to mind for me.
I don't think so.
Well, it wasn't her.
No,
Why would you say I don't think so?
No,
it was or it wasn't.
It wasn't our Laura. No, it wasn't Laura.
Was it somebody who's been on the podcast Family Vacation with
us?
us?
No.
Somebody I'd know?
No, I don't think so. But then I started thinking, well, when you offer that, does that mean
it's in a test tube, honey?
How do you even know what I'm going to say?
Because I know exactly the way your mind works. What were you going to say?
I was going to ask if she needed donor services.
Yes, in a test tube in a lab.
Is that how it works?
Yes, you don't have to copulate or is it copulate? What is it?
Copulate.
God, when I sound, when you say a word sometimes you're like, that's not right.
Engage in coitus.
Is that it? Coitus?
I think so.
Nothing sounds right to me right now. That isn't, I don't know. Maybe that's right.
Have relations is what I mean.
Yes, no, you don't need to do that. Even when you go through in vitro, you don't have sex. You know that.
No, I know that, but she was offering to be a surrogate.
Right. And you can, was she offering like her services like that?
No.
Okay, then why do you even think that?
Because I don't know. I don't know.
When somebody offers to be your surrogate, they're not offering to have sex with you. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous, Alan. That's insulting to the person who offered.
I told her we would discuss this.
No, we're not.
I did.
This is the serious discussion.
I did.
Right now.
I told her I was going to bring it up. She goes, "That's fine," because I don't know either.
Alan,
she said she didn't know either.
Let me tell you.
Oh my gosh.
Alan shut me down about having another baby. So there's no way he's going to have a surrogate carry another kid for us or adopt. He's like, no, we're done. We're tired. We're getting old. We're not having another baby. So don't y'all be fooled for 1 second that he's open to the idea and Kellie Rasberry is the one shutting it down, because he shut it down on day one.
I'm still capable.
Well, now you're just rubbing it in because I'm not.
Oh, no, you are.
No, I'm not.
Oh.
You know I'm not.
Well, no, you haven't had a procedure done, is what I'm saying.
What are you talking about?
Like, I haven't had any kind of procedure.
I have had procedures done. I can't have another baby.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I learned something on the podcast. Okay, babe. So yeah, that was all I wanted to talk about there. Why don't we see? Here's the deal. We don't have a lot of stuff to sell on this podcast. I'm just going to be straight up and give you a peek behind the kimono. This is going to be the short and stubby version of a sandwich and some
Now,
Lovin.
every time you say that, it's one of the longest ones.
This is going to be the chode of a sandwich and some Lovin.
No, every time
it
you
will
tease,
have
no.
not much length, but it will have breadth of content.
We'll see.
It will be the beer can of a podcast.
We'll see.
Short and stubby.
Every time we say this before we come on the air, you don't peek behind the curtain. You just say, hey, let's keep it short tonight. It ends up going forever.
Okay.
So you just jinxed it, mister.
Why don't you do a little bit of that, and then we'll get into the content.
Why don't you do some of that? Why you always got to tell me what to do?
Before we got on here, you said you got us, right? And I was like, well, yeah.
Yeah, but you always tell me to do that and that.
That's part of my bit. You want to do a little bit of that, and then I'll do a little bit of this.
Maybe I don't want to do that. Maybe I want to do this time.
Come on.
What's interfering with your happiness? Is it a
podcast
co-host?
I'll give you a lot of things.
Sometimes you have bad days, right? And some people just, it's just you bounce right back. But sometimes you get in a funk that just doesn't ever seem to lift. Something might be preventing you from achieving your goals. Like you set these goals for yourself, but maybe you self-sabotage. You don't even really understand why. Well, BetterHelp will assess your needs and match you with your own licensed professional therapist. And you can connect in a safe and private online environment, which makes it super convenient. And you can start communicating in less than 48 hours. This is not a crisis line. This is not self-help. This is professional counseling done securely online. You can send a message to your counselor at any time and get timely, thoughtful responses. Plus, you can schedule weekly video and phone sessions. So you got your appointment. It's on the books, all without ever having to sit in an uncomfortable waiting room ever again. BetterHelp is committed to facilitating great therapeutic matches. So they make it easy. They make it free to change counselors if you need to. And it is more affordable than traditional offline counseling with financial aid available. This service is available to clients worldwide. I know we have some people listening on the other side of the planet right now, you can also use BetterHelp. So find the particular expertise you need online. You don't have to locate, or limit yourself to the ones located right there in your town. Maybe you have an issue that if you're in a small town, your local therapist is like, I ain't never seen that before. Well, licensed professionals on BetterHelp can help you with depression, stress, anxiety, relationships, grief, LGBT matters, family conflicts, anything imaginable, and anything you share is confidential. So you can check out their testimonies posted daily on their site. Remember, this is not a crisis line. And in fact, so many people have been using BetterHelp, they are recruiting additional counselors now in all 50 states.
And we want you to start living a happier life today. So as one of our listeners, you'll get 10% off your first month by visiting betterhelp.com/sandwich. So visit our sponsor at betterhelp.com/sandwich. Join over 1 million people who have taken charge of their mental health. Again, that's BetterHelp, HELP.com/sandwich.
Thank you, BetterHelp, for sponsoring this podcast.
Why don't we get into some letters?
Let's.
First letter I want to read are my very, very favorite types of letters. This is one that was sent to us through the snail mail.
Yay.
It is a beautifully handwritten, beautiful penmanship.
It is lovely penmanship.
Lovely penmanship from one Elizabeth Betts, our very, very best customer. So yeah, let me just read it here.
Okay.
It says, "Hi, Kellie and Alan.
Hi.
I will make this short and sweet. First, I love you both, and thank you for entertaining the podcast family every week. Alan, I just want you to know I appreciate you, and it warms my heart that there are still good human beings in the world." Is she talking about me?
No wonder you wanted to read this one on the podcast.
Is she talking about me?
She is, honey.
She is. Well, I appreciate that. Don't ever change. Did you hear that, babe?
Well, that's subject to debate.
She said, "Don't ever change." Kellie, this t-shirt is for you.
Yes.
I feel Alan gets all the gifts.
That's right, he does.
But this is yours. Every time I saw it, it made me think of you. Love you both, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Elizabeth. I love my Britney Spears t-shirt. It's from her first album where she's sitting with her, on the floor with her knees jacked out to the side. I've never been able to sit like that. Even as a child, my knees don't bend that way. But isn't it cute? Thank you so much. I appreciate it very much. Alan gets all the presents.
That's not true.
Alan gets all the presents.
If you saw the amount of stuff that Kellie Rasberry Evans brings home from the Kid Craddock Morning Show
I
studios,
get a lot of nice things.
nationally syndicated, it puts my gifts to shame.
Man.
Although my gifts are very much appreciated.
Not put to shame. Your gifts are lovely.
Very much appreciated.
Most recently, I got a big box of chips. It was the most random chips I've never even seen or heard. I think a lot of them were from south of the border, down in Mexico.
Why do people give me like whack-a-sacks and fart machines?
Well, and they give me chips.
Gag gifts.
And they give me lovely presents of food and clothing.
Well, I'll tell you what, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Elizabeth.
You and your wonderful husband, Michael, who we met at the A Sandwich and Some Lovin' podcast get-together at Oat. Because of this very wonderful gesture of yours, so it is written, so it is done, I shall bestow presidential status as one of our very best presidential customers to Elizabeth and her husband, Michael.
Wow.
Congratulations, Elizabeth.
Very exclusive club.
A very exclusive club. All right, here's another letter. This one's from Courtney. Just wanted to let Kellie and you know that Sebastian Bach is on Gilmore Girls at some point as a band member in
Rory.
Best Friends Band.
Okay.
Love the podcast, Courtney.
Okay, thank you, Courtney. We haven't gotten to that episode yet. I finally, Emma Kelly and I, as a matter of fact, today just finished the first season. We're not binging this very quickly. We're kind of spreading it out. Because once you binge something, it's over. And there ain't no more Gilmore Girls, except for the reunion they did. But after that, that's probably it. So it's one of those things we're kind of spreading out slowly. So we just finished the first season, which is good. We're excited about season 2. What are you laughing at?
I think I need to make a correction.
Why?
This is from Elizabeth Key. Not Elizabeth Betts.
You can't read? I can't see.
Yes.
Alan.
I just assumed it was from our very best
customer.
It
says right there, Elizabeth Key.
Okay, well, Elizabeth Key has presidential status. Okay.
So screw you. You've been demoted.
I didn't say screw you.
That's what I heard.
I would never say anything like that.
You've been stripped of your honorary membership.
Okay, here's the deal. Last podcast, I told Kellie.
Now you really screwed that up.
I told Kellie, well, that's not the first thing I've screwed up. I've told Kellie that I think country music, most songs fall into this category. There were probably, 15 or 20 themes that I named?
Yeah.
One of them, trucks, women screwing you over, whiskey, y'all people, my people.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff.
Yes.
Drinking long necks.
Right. And I agreed.
Raising hell.
I agreed with the majority of them.
Okay. One of the themes I brought up, because I hear it a lot, was kudzu.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I take issue with kudzu.
Kellie took issue with kudzu.
I still do.
All right. Kudzu, for those of you who don't know, kudzu is a vine. They call it the vine that ate the South.
I think kudzu's beautiful.
Babe.
Maybe because it does represent so much of the South or covers so much of the South.
And here, I'll correct myself because I think my granddad.
Correct yourself again?
Yeah, because I think my granddad told me that the Spaniards brought it over. That, according to Wikipedia, that's not true.
Maybe your granddad was wrong.
Kudzu was introduced to the U.S. from Japan in 1876 at the Centennial Exposition in Philadelphia.
Kudzu does sound more Japanese.
Yeah.
The name itself.
Yeah. And then it was introduced to the Southeast in 1883. That's when you started on Kid Craddock at the New Orleans Exposition. And then, they tried to market that plant as an ornamental plant used to hang over porches, but then it just freaking took over.
Well, it's gorgeous.
It smothers stuff though.
But it's so pretty.
Okay. Well, it's a plant that's in the South. So a lot of country music acts sing about kudzu.
A lot do not.
Kellie disagreed.
It's not a common theme. You're seeming, just because you have a handful of songs that mention kudzu does not make it a common theme out of millions of songs that have been written.
I disagree.
I know you do.
So I made a big proclamation on the last podcast. I said, I tell you what, listener, help me out here. The first one to send me 5 songs that mention the word kudzu in them, I will give you a sandwich and some Lovin hat. I got a tidal wave of emails.
You did, but there only could be one first.
I got the one first right here. I have a winner right here.
Stamped.
Okay, let me just give you an example of 3 songs that have the word kudzu in them. One is by Hardy, my favorite country artist.
That's the one you already knew.
4x4. I'm not going to try to sing these, but 4x4. Yeah, she don't mind the mud and she loves getting lost. From way up on the ridge to down under the bridge, kudzu or Spanish moss. Okay?
I'm not a big fan of Spanish moss, though.
Chris Stapleton, Arkansas, which is another one of my favorite songs.
But Spanish moss is kind of pretty.
Took a 911 about 107 down a back road where the White River runs and the southern sun makes the kudzu
grow. Yes.
Okay.
That's 2.
Florida, Georgia line, countryside. Let's move to the countryside. Park this truck in the pale moonlight. Just you and the stars up in your eyes, sweet little honeysuckle, lips on mine, tangled up tighter than a kudzu vine.
That's 3.
All right, Evans. So the first one that emailed me, and I think he emailed maybe right as the podcast dropped, I got an email about the subject kudzu.
He wants that hat.
Our winner of the hat is Justin Smith.
All right,
my man. Email me your address, Justin. Here's what Justin says. Subject, kudzu. Don't worry, Alan. I got you covered with songs that have kudzu in it. 4x4, Hardy, Arkansas, Chris Stapleton. Take Me Home, Darius Rucker. Countryside, Florida, Georgia line. Right, Wrong Turns, Old Dominion. Southern Draw, Josh Turner. Make You Mine, High Valley. All good songs. Hope that helps.
That's a handful. Again, not a common theme in country music.
Really? Because let's read Jordan Stansel's letter. Subject, kudzu. I present to you 5 plus some country songs that talk about our beloved kudzu.
Can you not repeat the ones you've already said?
Yes.
Okay.
I wouldn't say that 15 out of a bajillion makes it a common theme.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, Jordan, you're not supposed to say that.
Thank you.
And why did I Ron Burgundy read that anyway? And she goes on to say, or he goes on to say,
Jordan is a unisex name.
Unisex name. I'm sorry, Jordan. There were definitely more than 5 country songs that talk about those beautiful kudzu vines. When It All Goes South, Alabama. The L&N Don't Stop Here Anymore, Johnny Cash. Under the Kudzu, Shenandoah. Lovin' the Library, Jimmy Buffett. Is that country?
Well, I guess some people could. Where would you put Jimmy Buffett if not in country? Where would you put him?
Yacht rock.
Isn't yacht rock really easy listening?
Tommy Bahama, Old Man Yacht Rock.
That's easy listening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Rose of Memphis, Rodney Crowell. City Lights, Tim McGraw. Never Coming Down, Deanna Carter. Southern Drawl, Josh Turner. Big River, Kevin Fowler. Right Wrong Turns, Old Dominion. Turn You Down, Zach Wilde, Morgan Whalen, and Hardy. Dude, I gotta find that song. Zach Wilde. He used to be the guitar. He used to be the guitarist in Ozzy.
Oh, is he a country artist now?
No, I don't think so. He must have been doing a guest bit.
I don't know.
How about that? Okay, babe, I'm not going to bore the listener any more than I already have. But these go on.
A lot of repeats. A lot of repeats.
No,
I see.
Deerhoof, Flower.
Yeah, the rest are repeats.
Wang Dang Doodle by Savoy Brown.
Well, I bet that was a big hit.
Hey, he's
repeats. Repeats.
Okay, these are all okay. Did I say Josh Turner?
Yes, you did.
Okay. Oh, hold on. This one's from Susan. Hey, Alan and Kelly. I'm sure you've been bombarded with kudzu songs by now. LOL. But thought I'd share what I found. Sorry, Kelly. There is a kudzu theme out there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. I've been obviously proven so wrong.
And those are repeats. Okay. So I don't know. We can agree to disagree. Whatever.
I'm just glad you feel better about the whole thing. I know you feel like you're right, and that's okay. I'm going to let you feel right on that.
I'm right in my mind.
That's right. That's all that matters. And some of the listeners agree with you, but not all of them.
Should I put out another survey? See how many of them agree?
I don't care.
And what length should I go to be right on this?
I don't care. I'm going to let you have it, honey. I'm going to let you have it.
All right. Here's another letter.
I'm learning as I get older. I really like being right. I really do. Dr. Phil even asked me one time.
Give me some
Dr. Phil.
I can't. Oh, come on. Your Dr. Phil's awesome.
It's not awesome at all. You shouldn't make fun of me.
No, Frog on Flat Rock. Do it.
I don't even know what to say. It's like, I don't even know what to say.
Come on, babe. Your impressions are awesome. Please.
They're not, Alan.
It brings me so much joy.
See, now I don't even know what I was going to say now because you got me all flustered.
You talk to him all the time.
No, I don't. I haven't talked to him in a few months.
Time.
No, he just said to me, is it more important to you, Kelly, to be right or to be loved? I said, I want to be right. He said that I can't help you. I can't help you.
There you go.
There you go.
All right.
There you go.
All
I don't know
right.
these Southern sayings.
We got a lot of feedback last week when you changed your voice, too.
You like that?
People loved it. Yeah. Okay, here's another letter from another Jordan. Good grief. A lot of Jordans this week.
Y'all need to give your identifying pronouns from now on.
Subject, running dogs.
Okay.
Longtime listener. I've listened to all of your podcasts since the beginning. I just had to write in when you guys were talking about what running dogs meant. Running dogs refers to hunting dogs, so hunting rabbits or raccoons.
Okay.
My dad always had a raccoon hunted, and now my husband raccoon hunts as well. Well,
we can't assume Jordan's a woman.
Attached is the song my husband wrote about raccoon hunting.
Could be same sex.
Well, I don't disagree. I wasn't. When did I say?
I thought you were just reiterating the husband part.
No,
she said the song?
He or she just said attached is the song my husband wrote about raccoon hunting. I thought you would enjoy. I love you both.
I want to hear it.
Jordan, we will. We'll check that out for sure.
Man, if we had the technology, we could play it right now on the podcast.
I know. Well,
we don't got that.
Well, that.
We need a producer.
What am I, chopped liver?
Well, you can't insert a song.
No, I know. I can't. There's a lot of things I can't do. Okay, babe. Well, that's kind of the recap of what happened last week.
All right.
And the gift was sent to us by Elizabeth Key.
Thank you, Elizabeth Key.
Liz Key. So Elizabeth Key. I'm sorry, Elizabeth Betts. Elizabeth Key is our
one of our
presidential,
very
best customer.
Did you save the envelope from which that came? Did you throw it away?
I can cover it.
Please do.
Okay.
All right. And Alan, didn't you have something else you wanted to share with the audience tonight?
You want to do a little something?
No.
I don't have anything else to do. Okay.
It's all on you, remember?
Did you bring it? You got anything?
No, you said you were handling it. You said you were going to handle it.
All right, guys. Here's what happened today. Well, let me back up a little bit. For the last, 6 months or so, Andrea Gullidge, one of our very, very best customers, keeps a running tab of all of the Kellie claps.
Oh, that's great. It would make a lovely bedside table, late night reading.
Yeah.
One day.
You might be able to publish your own book someday. Andrea is she's the secretary of the Sandwich and Some Lovin'. Not secretary like administrative assistant, but the
note taker.
Yeah. Like the
she doesn't fetch us coffee.
No, the podcast scribe.
She doesn't make copies.
She doesn't make copies. She'd tell me to go pound sand if I asked her to make copies.
But she takes notes.
She'd tell me to piss up a rope if I asked her to make copies.
Would she? I don't think she's that vulgar.
Well, here's the deal. We've been doing this bit called Kellie Claps Back for a little while. Mm-hmm. And the way this started was because I have an undeserved reputation for giving Kellie a hard time. Mm-hmm. I see it on social media. I see it in email messages. I see it in text messages.
Really? They text you personally?
Yeah.
Who's got your number?
A lot of people. And it goes something like this, okay? Alan, I've been listening to Kellie since 1832, okay? And I'll tell you something, man. You need to be nicer to her. You hurt her feelings. I can see it, her pain in her face. I can see the pain in her face.
It's true.
Been waiting over 10 years for the love of her life, and she meets you.
That's right.
Of all the people in the world, you. Let me tell you something, man. You be nice. And then when they send me something like that, I say, thank you very much.
Yeah, that's usually the way it goes.
I appreciate your concern. Yeah. But if you knew how Kellie speaks to me, they
hear me speak to you on the podcast.
You would be horrified. You would be mortified. And therein lies the central theme of Kellie Claps Back.
All right.
We're peeking behind the kimono into Kellie and Alan's everyday life.
Now I know. I don't remember this one though.
This one is short and sweet.
Yeah, I know. I know it just happened, but I've already forgotten what it was.
In fact, I didn't say a word.
No, you just pulled out your phone.
Yeah, I didn't
talk to text.
Yeah.
Y'all should hear him.
Right.
He does embellish a tad, even talking to text, but y'all know when he's embellishing. Y'all know Alan well enough at this point that you know when he's embellishing.
I didn't say one word. What could I say?
You repeated it in your phone.
So let me set the scene. We're walking on a beautiful spring day, walking down one of the streets in our neighborhood.
I thought we were in the car.
No, we were on a walk.
Well, this is a different one then.
I have Zoe. Kellie has Larry, and we're out for a walk. And we're walking down the street, and Kellie sees a parked car on the side of the road, and it happens to be a Mercedes-Benz.
Yeah, I remember.
A German car, Mercedes-Benz, nice big long Benz too.
Yeah.
S550 or something like that.
I remember the car, but I don't remember what I said.
Well, it had a personalized plate.
Oh, okay, now I remember.
Yeah. Had a personalized plate.
We were in the car. We were driving by it.
I think we were on a dog walk. Okay, so we see the personalized plate. The personalized plate is cool. 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 Kellie. Oh my God. What jerk rides around with cool on the license plate? Kellie looks at Alan. Oh yeah. A-Train. And then laughs like that. What kind of a jerk rides around with a cool license plate?
Well, license plate says cool. Oh, yeah, A-Train.
Oh.
That was a good one, though. My husband was so happy to have a nickname that he put it on a license plate. He was like, the boy at the table, hey, we've all got nicknames. You're and B-Train, the one that
What happened to B-Train?
The one that came up with the nicknames is vanished. He's disappeared.
He disappeared like a fart in a tornado.
But he said he gave Jeff, Bad Influence Jeff, J-Train. Alan's A-Train.
A-Train.
And here's B-Train.
B-Train.
So Alan's so excited to be part of a club with nicknames. So he immediately looks for a vanity plate that says A-Train and Bad Influence Jeff. And he got it. Jeff goes out and tries to get J-Train and he couldn't get it. And so he got something else.
Oh, you know what he did?
He did something else.
And his was BADFLU.
Bad flu?
Yeah. Because he was trying to do
bad influence.
Yeah.
Bad flu. That's so funny.
And then I think the Rona moved through and he canceled it or something.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, anyway, so my husband's so happy. He's got his little A-Train license plate.
Yeah.
You can never commit a crime because people did you get the license plate number? They'd be like, I can't remember. It was letters and numbers. And I think there was an X and a Z. And they're like, A-Train. A-Train did
That's a little harder to remember than cool.
Cool. Who gets cool on their license plate?
See how angry she is?
I'm not angry. I'm just you got to have a real healthy self-esteem to get cool.
Yeah.
On your license plate.
Yeah. I saw one the other day and it was on a Bentley. Okay. I mean, $100,000 car.
Yeah.
And it said 2.4 GPA.
That's funny.
I thought it was funny.
That was a license plate?
Yes.
That's pretty good.
He or she was pretty much saying, I sucked at school, but I'm rich.
Hey, don't give up, kids. There you go.
Oh, good. All right, babe.
Well, that was fun.
You like that one?
Oh, look at how, wow, babe.
I told you we were going to be in and out.
All right. Like Kid Craddock used to say, in and out, like speckled trout. I don't really know what that means, but his shop teacher used to say that. In and out like speckled trout. You fish, what does that mean? Are speckled trout in and out?
I don't know what that means.
I don't either.
I know what a speckled trout is, but I don't know what that expression is.
Maybe you just said it because it rhymed and sounded good.
I don't know.
All right.
All right, babe. Well, we were going to do another bit, but Kelly told me to save it for next time. So we'll save it for next time.
Yeah, because you said you wanted to keep it short. And I've got to dye my roots, y'all.
Oh, the truth comes out.
Yeah, well, my hair has been growing really fast. And I walked the dogs tonight by myself. What a mess. Zoe doesn't do for me. She did do better for me tonight, though, Alan, I will say. But she's, Alan's alpha. And so she's just trying to pull me, and I'm constantly jerking her. And it's not very relaxing for me. But we were walking, and this little dog was out in the neighborhood. And I kind of looked around, because some people let their dogs off the leashes. So I'm looking around, there's nobody. And the dog, I get her to come over to me, him, it turns out. And he had like a raw red, like bad spot on his leg. And I thought he was injured or sick or something. And he was in this yard, and he went running around the side of the house. And apparently the gate had a big opening, so the dog had climbed out. So I rang the doorbell to let the owners know their dog had gotten out. He's like, oh, I had 2 logs in front of that door, but oh, well, he's going to fix it again. But that was scary. That dog could have.
I know.
Could
lost, yeah.
And then, then Zoe, why am I telling Zoe pooped? And then Zoe pooped.
Wow.
And the point of my story is I walked tonight.
Okay.
And I have to take a shower before bed, but I need to dye my roots before. So, and I got the root touch up that takes 10 minutes. So I won't be long. That was my whole point of that story, which really didn't have much of a point.
So
sometimes I talk to be talking, as Alan
can
attest
to.
Absolutely. Alan can very well attest to that.
So you're going to gyp the listener, give them a stumpy podcast because of all those things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Hey.
Yeah, because I haven't eaten supper.
I appreciate your honesty.
You know, every once in a while, as Kid Craddock also said, you got to give them tuna so they appreciate the steak.
And with that, I love you desperately.
I love you.
I love our listeners desperately. I love them.
Y'all.
I love them so desperately. I'll bet you we'll podcast again in 2 days.
And especially tonight, we love Elizabeth Key.
Elizabeth Key, not Elizabeth Betts. I had Elizabeth Betts on my mind, and Michael Betts too on my mind, but it was Elizabeth Key
the entire time.
The entire time. Elizabeth Key, otherwise known as Liz Key, our very best presidential customer.
And fellow Britney Spears lover.
So it is written, so it is done. Thank you all.
Thank you.
And in the immortal words of the great Keanu Reeves, life is good when you have a good sandwich. Bye. All right. Man, I just had a brain spasm or something.
What do you mean?
Well, it says Key right here on the damn card. I don't know why I said Betts.
I don't know, honey.
Oh, well, we don't edit.
What was the last podcast title? It wasn't a sandwich and kudzu, was it? I didn't do kudzu on the last one, did I? Compare and contrast. Yeah.
Elizabeth Betts, we did not get your package. No. That's why I was confused.
Oh, is there another package?
Yeah, that's why I was confused, because I was corresponding.
Just Elizabeth and you.
Yeah, I was corresponding with Elizabeth today. Elizabeth Betts, and that's what threw me off.
I can see that.
It is not your fault. I'm just saying that's what got me messed up. A sandwich and some tuna content. A sandwich and some kudzu. That's a good one. There you go, babe. Good night, Sarah. A sandwich and some brain spasm from Hannah Herb. I need my dongle. Okay, here's what I'm going to do this week, though. I'm going to leave it on the disc. A sandwich in the wrong name. Good grief. What's the matter with me? Huh? A sandwich and some, I got to go dye my hair.
Right, I do. So gray. So gray. So bad. Hey, do y'all watch Virgin River? Does anybody watch Virgin River? The lady on there that plays Hope. I can't remember her name. Anyway, she used to have brilliant red hair when she was younger, and she has let it go gray. And I told Alan, because my roots are the color of her hair, I said, if I let my hair go gray, that's what it's going to look like. He said, don't let it go gray. She used to be in Superman. Let me see. I'm going to tell you who it is real quick.
I like it chestnut.
I'm really enjoying Virgin River, by the way. Hope. Annette O'Toole. And I believe she was, like I said, in she was in, what's that movie with Eddie Murphy and Nick Nolte?
Nightcap?
Something like that. But she used to have brilliant
48
red
hours?
hair. Look, honey.
I can't remember.
Look it.
Wow.
That's what she used to look like. She was in Superman. She would play his love interest. She had dark red hair, and now it's gone gray. She was in the Partridge Family. How about that? Anyway, that's my little story. Do y'all watch Virgin River? I hope it comes back for season 3, but I'm only in the middle of season 2. It's really good.
Is that Christopher Reeves?
Yeah, she was in Superman with him.
Which one?
Superman 3.
Oh. Because Margot, what's her name?
Margot Robbie.
No, not Margot Robbie.
Margot Kidder.
She
lost her mind.
She kind of went nuts.
She had mental illness.
Yeah, really ripped Christopher Reeves. He was.
Okay, so he did.
Hannah, my it's still there. I didn't mess with it. Didn't color it. Didn't pick it. Didn't pull it. Nothing. Still there. I don't care. Hello, Holly Trent. West Virginia. We like West Virginia. I like West Virginia. Sin said I had a Steve Harvey moment.
Were you blanked? Oh, where you read the wrong name, like at the beauty pageant?
God. That's an honest mistake, though. You know it?
Kellie claps back, not Kelly's clapbacks.
Kellie claps back. It's an action verb. Just remember that. Kellie claps back.
How do you expect me to remember that? BetterHelp. I'm almost done.
I got so confused when I was handed the card to bestow presidential status. I got so confused. I did. I panicked. I pulled a Steve Harvey and I panicked. Lewd.
Who's lewd?
Younger's, Chris Herpen said, Younger is a good show. Lewd at times, but funny. It's kind of lewd.
Edit. Cut. Edit.
Katie, I had,
Paste.
you know, Christy, you're not too far off. I had a tuna steak from, where's that place you go? Trader Joe's. I had a tuna steak from Trader Joe's and and some white rice. And yeah, that's what I had. Yeah, it was good. It was real good. Just did 2 minutes aside, a little medium rare. Did some Italian seasoning, peppercorn, ground peppercorns, little onion powder, 0 cal Pam. 2 minutes, 2 minutes, medium rare. Perfect. Yeah, it was really good. All right, Hannah Herb. We'll see you later. Tanya Cherry likes your shirt.
Thank you. It's from Elizabeth Key.
Does anybody like my shirt? I guess I have a nice shirt. Mine's one of those, what do you call them? The American, whatever. The ones that fit tighter in the up here, but looser down here. The guy's like, dude, I'm fat. Dude, you're not fat. Your t-shirt doesn't fit right. Funniest ad ever. I bought like 5 t-shirts just because of it. Thank you, Katie. Katie said my shirt is a very nice color.
It brings out the brown in your eyes.
Thank you.
What does it bring out?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Christy. It was very comfortable. I did, David. I got 2 new ones, man. I'm trying to get these damn sleeves done. I got the eagle and I got the dragon dagger. Yeah, they're still healing. They're pretty rough looking right now. It's very blue. Thank you, Katie. Appreciate that.
I got to go eat something and dye my hair.
Okay.
Oh, are you going to try using mine? What are you going to do different tonight to upload
I'm just going to upload it from the dongle. And so what I usually do, I copy it here to my desktop and then upload. So maybe something's happening in that transfer. So I'm just going to go from the original file right to the upload. If that doesn't work, I don't know what the deal is.
I thought you were going to go back and listen to the last one when she told you the timestamps. Remember?
Well, I don't know that that's really going to tell me much.
Well, you were going to listen to the original or something and see if you heard it on the original, and then you would know it was happening in the transfer or something like that. I'm trying to remember what you said.
I can't even remember what I said.
I can't remember what you said tonight.
Thank you, Katie. Appreciate that.
Oh.
Good night, guys.
Good night.
We will talk to you soon. We will see you in 2 days, right? Thank you. I also like it when you call me Boo. I really like that. Or Boo Thang. I want to be Boo Thang. All right, guys. Sorry, Liz Key. I did a Steve Harvey. I'm sorry. I love your card, and I love that shirt. Even though it wasn't for me, I still love it. Thank you, Katie. Boo Thang. Yeah, I like Boo Thang. Boo Thang. That's the best. I like it when you call me Big Papa. Oh, I have a new nickname. I didn't talk about that. Okay, we'll do that next time. Liz, I feel like such an idiot. I'm sorry. I swear. I don't know if you heard me, but what happened today was Elizabeth Betts was DMing me, and we were going back and forth because I guess she also sent something. And when she DM'd me, I was on the way to the mailbox. So I said, I'm on the way to pick up the package because I get a notification. Come here, sweets. Because I get, look, Joey got a haircut. Look at her haircut. I got a schnauzer haircut. So anyway, Elizabeth Betts messaged me and I said I was on the way to get the package, and she goes, cool. So when I picked it up, I just didn't dawn on me. You know, I didn't really even look at the return address or anything. And then when I was reading the card tonight, I guess I just blanked out. It says right here, Elizabeth Key, but I just read it as Elizabeth Betts because that was in my head. So, nah, Sin, she didn't get in trouble. I mean, Kellie told her no as soon as she could. But once I got home, there was nothing I could do because it had already happened. But Kellie was down today and sitting in one of the easy chairs, and Zoe jumped up on her lap and just laid there and was real sweet, put her ears back, and Kellie was petting her. I think she just got scared. She got surprised. Something happened and it scared her, I think, is kind of what happened. But even that being said, it's not cool that that she bit Kellie on the face. I mean, that's not cool, but she's not the kind of dog that would, she's not a mean dog, but any dog, if they get surprised, they can, just lash back because they don't know what's going on. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Yeah, I hear you, Sin. If anyone's got that kind of, mindset, it'd be Larry more so than it would be Zoe. Zoe was a puppy with a grandma for, a couple of months, and then we rescued her. So it wasn't like she had a tough, to our knowledge, she didn't have a tough upbringing. Now, Larry, he had a tough upbringing because he was found stray, and he was in bad shape when we found him, So that's why he's kind of skittish. But I think Zoe just got surprised is what happened. It was nice to see them together tonight. Zoe was on her lap, and Emma Kellie wasn't scared. Even, in fact, Emma Kellie told Kellie, she said, don't be mean to Zoe. He's just a dog, or she's just a dog. She doesn't know, So, I mean, she wasn't too upset about it. Her lips way smaller tonight. So everything's okay, I think. I hope. But I do want Emma Kellie to be more involved with, both dogs, feeding, and, it's hard to get her out, but if she can go walking, with her, that just so Zoe knows, oh yeah, she lives here too. And I have to listen to her because, she's in charge of my food. She's in charge of the walks. So we'll get it figured out, but I think everybody's going to be okay is the bottom line. All right, guys. I will talk to you all soon. Love you, and we will see you on the social medias.